Hey guys, today we're going to talk about this Harbor Freight indexing ratchet. If you know me, I am a complete and total sucker for new gimmicky tools and anything like that. I'm just hook, line, and sinker, guys. This thing, and because there's really not a lot like this on the market, or at least on the inexpensive market, is a indexable ratchet. You have the capability of indexing and closing this ratchet, which is one of the interesting features about it. And I got a feeling it's not going to get a very good review, guys, because it's already getting a little wonky. And you're going to start to see some footage cut in of me using this. I basically rotated all my tires with it. I basically loosened and retightened back up everything I could find in my garage, just to see how this thing was going to hold up. And of course, like those lug nuts are 80 pounds a piece, which is a pretty good test for something of this homeowner grade kind of style. What you have is the cushioned rubber handle. This is a Pittsburg Pro, so it is that chrome vanadium steel, which is that kind of better end steel, and it's a reversible quick release half-inch ratchet. I think they also make it in 3/8. You can see you have your little ejector with the little ball detent, and you can hear it. It already sounds a little gummy, guys. It did not sound like that when I got it. That could just be I may have worked the grease out of the gears. I can't remember if there's grease in there or not. I popped it open when I first got it, but that was like a month or two ago. So you can see it's pretty stout. It's pretty heavy. It's actually pretty comfortable to use, guys. My experience with it, is that it was able to break free those 80-pound lug nuts, no problem. One of them I had to use a breaker bar on, and you'll probably see that in the video, because it was just too tough for this thing, because it's just not long enough and couldn't get the torque on it. But I did it, repeatedly quite a bit, and really didn't have much of a problem at all with it. As far as sockets fitting, guess here I am not prepared. Hey, big surprise! Not prepared for a video. As far as how they fit, they fit pretty good. A little slop there in the mechanism, but nothing too crazy, and they hold really good as long as you get sockets that can hold that ball detent there. So I got another brand too. Here's another one. Try this one out, see how this fits. I think this is the Husky brand one, and this is the 21 millimeter, which is the size of my lug nuts. So that one really sloppy on it, so that one doesn't fit the best, but that could just be the Husky. Alright, so let's take a look inside this bad boy, see what's going on. Like I said, this definitely sounds a little more worse for the wear from when I first got it. So let's take a look. And I may not be able to get this back together on video, because I don't think you guys want to see me spend all that time. Alright, so those are out. I'm going to try and take that faceplate out without disturbing what's in here, so you can kind of see the design here. What you have is a kind of Batman shaped pawl, which as you rotate engages the I forgot what these are called, but yeah, so you can see there's actually a lot of contact on that. A lot of contact area between the two. Oops. So you gotta hold that in place. That's gonna slip out on me. But you can see there's quite a bit of contact going on there. It's actually, we're gonna take it apart. It's because I want to look for metal shavings, anything like that. So after all that use, I'm not seeing any shiny spots really. I'm not seeing any deformation on the teeth. It looks pretty good. A little bit of, looks like maybe a little bit of the, maybe a little bit of shiny spots on there, but nothing too crazy. There is some grease remnant in there, you can see, but I'm not seeing any metal shavings or anything like that. So we're going to pull out Batman, and we're going to be careful because that might be spring-loaded. Nope. The teeth on the pawl. Oops, sorry guys. Should I be on a frame, huh? Yeah, that always helps. Teeth on the pawl look excellent. You can see how that engages with a little square to the handle, so that obviously no damage there. And that's probably the greasiest of everything. And then what we got in here is a, obviously we're not going to take that out, but you can see there's a little ball bearing in there that goes into a channel with a spring, and that's what gives it its tension. And it looks like there is, oops, sorry guys, a little, what is that, like a little retaining ring. All right, we're going to take that ball out before I end up dropping it. And obviously this ball is magnetic because it's just holding on there. Alright, so all that's out. The spring's still in there. That looks like it's not coming out. That's probably a lot of grease in there. We're going to clean that up and re-grease it. But yeah, I'm not seeing any metal shavings. I'm not... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, just grease, just grease. Alright, so that looks good. Now, we're going to open up the other compartment and look at the mechanism. Oops. I was prepared for this. Take a look at this. That one is a little bit odd shaped. It's not exactly the same size as the other one, so there's a little resistance there. I'm going to pull this up. Oops. Alright, so there's that. And what we see here is for our mechanism. And I'm not going to pull that out. The switch out, you can see it's held in with a little screw on the side. What it looks like is, yep, we have a dual pulse system that goes in and out when we switch that button, and that makes contacts on both sides of the head. Which we see here. I'm seeing no signs of damage, no metal shavings or anything in there at all, so that's a good sign. So you can see how that works. Button just swaps them in and out. It creates kind of a pressure point here, which is what keeps it. And you can see there's two big pins that, oh, let's see if I can get a better focus for you guys. Two pins that hold that in place. This whole thing comes off. I took it off before, but yeah, so you can see it's got two pretty big pawls in there. Those are probably tougher than the head. So that just slides right back on. So as you can see, when you engage it, it makes that contact and locks it in place. Releasing the button doesn't. So you can see the slop in there, which is pretty much just from, just bad tolerances. Alright, so we're not going to put this back together on camera because we just don't have enough time. I'll do a separate video on lubrication. And that's that. Not bad. I'm a little surprised. I thought because of the mushiness in there that there was going to be some metal shavings or something like that. But obviously just the grease probably settled away, and that's what's making it make the noises it's making. So yeah, we're going to clean this up, lube it, and put this thing back to work. So I definitely say for the money, this is not the best thing on earth. There's a lot of slop inherent in the device, but not too shabby. My only complaint is just this is a little too easy to actuate when you're using it. But other than that, not too bad at all.